OMG. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see what I'm seeing? Holy shit, that's a big ass dragon. Oh. Castorice. You come with the dragon as well? Hello everyone, this is Mr. Yasan here. And as you can see, our cute little, well, I say cute, our gorgeous Castorice here. Yay! We are playing honkaistarrail tonight. We're doing the page. We are going to go through the main, the page 3.2. Yeah. Castorice looks gorgeous, by the way. Oh, I like her. Look at that. Oh. Then apparently her skills allow this huge old view, by the way.
Emerge from your cocoon.
It is cool. And she comes with a big ass dragons. Like bruh. Guys, wait, where can I get a dragon pet, by the way? Oh, she is cool. Okay, so I try her out. Apparently she's quite, she gets a big boom on it. She seems to do a lot of damage, which is good for us. Hang on a minute. This one not loading. Anyway. Yeah, so today we're definitely gonna be pulling for Castorice at the end of the stream, mind you. Not now. So we're gonna go do the main quest for now. Then we'll start pulling. And then I also see a few other characters on the list as well. Apparently, well, I have Fugui and Archer already, but Xingqiao might be very nice for my Archeron, you know. But yeah, we'll definitely be pulling for Castorice. Cas for short. So a lot of new things. Apparently, it's the anniversary. I didn't know it was anniversary. I thought it was still a ways away, you know. Either way, happy birthday, honkaistarrail, I guess. Yeah. To think it's already been 2 years. Oh wow, time flies, I tell you. Time flies. Either way, there is a bunch of rewards and everything, like cones, gems and everything. But I'll do that later on, you know. Instead, tonight we'll be doing the main quest here, the Trailblaze missions. And then, another thing. Apparently, they allow us to edit our, you know, what we want to get if we fail our 50-50 scenario. So I have picked out the Fusion Blades and Sealy. The rest, all the standard ones I have already. This is more or less, actually the main one is just Sealy. That one, you know, I still haven't owned her yet. So if we fail our 50-50, let's hope we get Seal. And then, if not, we'll get some more, some more constellation for either maybe Fusion or Blades. That'd be nice. And then for the rest, I guess I'll just, I just put on this few other standard characters, Emeko, Welts, and Goodbye. Not sure how well their constellation will be, but I guess I'll put like that for now. Not sure about the others, you know. Maybe I should get Bronya, get her all the way up. Maybe Yanshin. You know, no plans. Anyway, this is a very excellent feature, by the way. Also, side note, Fusion Blades and Seal is now considered standard, which is good or bad. I don't know. It depends. You know, depends on you. Anyway, you know, for people who does not have those characters, yeah, I guess it'll be good for you. Anyway, 140 poos, collections. What's this? Cherish recollections. Obtain specific numbers of honorary shot. Oh, this one is the, I guess this one's for payment one. Exclusive personal set. What's this? Okay. Oh yeah, we can also select one characters. I'm definitely getting Locha. I have all the other characters already, which is, I have to say, my luck in honkaistarrail is amazing, by the way. Yeah, I got most of the characters, the standards and all those things already. Locha is the one I haven't gotten, so we'll definitely be getting him. But again, like Castorice, we'll leave her for later. For now, shall we go and adventure into the story? Yeah. View the story recaps? Yeah, alright. While everyone is waiting the demigod of stripes to emerge from the trail, something unexpected happens. The Trailblaze squads immediately follow Midos into the trail and rescue Finance, who is trapped inside. Just as everyone breathes a sigh of relief, a new problem arises. Mighty had to shoulder the burdens of the strife, and the Kremnons would never willingly grab out the Corflands to their awful Okema. In an attempt to gain a better understanding, he decides to first seek advice from his teacher Kratos, a veteran of Kremnos, the two parts on bad terms. Yeah, this is what happened last time. Meanwhile, Finance and Castorice are dispatched to the groves of Ebony as diplomatic envoys of Okema. When they arrive, they discover to their surprise that the Black Tide has struck, and they find a mysterious swordsman. In the end, they manage to rescue Anaxa and the Corfland that he carries. Side note, Anaxa apparently is holding down the Corflames as well. The vessel for the Corflames of Wisdom? Yeah. While everyone is on their way back, within the city of Okema, Castorice is arrested for adopting Trinans and trespassing on forbidden grounds. Under Mighty's mediations, Trivi and her sisters agree to review her memories in order to facilitate reconciliation between criminals and Okemans. Unexpectedly, just as Trivi and her sisters are about to meet the Time Titan Onyx and repair their memories, they encounter the mysterious swordsman yet again. Trinan sacrifices herself and falls with the Titan to protect her companion. In order to take back the Corflames, everyone set out a plan to seal the swordsman. But he didn't seal. Yeah, he broke out from the pass. Plans suffer multiple setbacks, but Mighty returns as a demigod of strife and helped everyone to reclaim the Corflames. Not long after, he successfully persuaded his people to let go of their prejudice against the Okema. He says goodbye to everyone and returns home to join the front lines against the Black Tide. Yeah. On their sides, everyone holds a simple funeral for Trinan. R.I.P. Trinan. R.I.P. Trinan. Who exhausted her divine powers and returns into a door. Having accepted Trian's last wish, the group continues on the path of the Flame Chase journey. Yeah. With that, let's continue where we left off.
If you're tired, just find a place to sit down for a while.
Let me grab a different group. Actually no, we can just go with Herta group. Let's pull out Person. Let's also pull out Trivi.
Trivi promises.
Where are we supposed to head it? Ah, right over there. Let's go. Oh, back to this little basket for Trian. Previous memories has unveiled the very first prophecy. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Only one shall live to the end, and they alone will witness Era Nova. Such is the will of faith. If I take on Onyx Trail, will the prophecy come to pass for me as well? Yeah. Actually, the last time when we left off the Trailblazer, he had there was a vision of her dying of sorts. So there's a good chance she's gonna die. Although, we're probably gonna revive somehow or something, you know? I guarantee it. I mean, it's our main character, it's definitely gonna die. Regardless, I must give Agli an answer. Some time ago, alright?
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
Cass. Okay. Wait, that's our nickname for now. That's our nickname.
I thought you'd be too
Castorice.
preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Speed run reading a manga just because you're busy.
Preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations.
That's
The
true.
weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
Although it might make you go speed reading and you kind of don't quite get the feel of the whole stuff that you're reading. Become like a rush reading kind of situation.
I understand completely.
Right.
During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Classic school situation, yeah. You become excellent at cleaning your house, cleaning your desk. Oh my god, my computer needs some cleaning. You clean. Except the starting, yeah, the one you don't do.
Precisely. As I remember,
Alright.
you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself. Correct.
Throwing shades on the next year.
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
History can't be that tough, right? Honestly, I'm surprised people are bad at history. I mean, my history wasn't A+, but I did get like B on it, you know?
The history of mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Okay, Ugly is throwing a lot of shades on my next year, I see.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask,
Right.
Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
Maybe like a rival teacher?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the flame chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
Which is-
Drama Straight and Finery?
A drama
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the drummers.
Okay. Wow, actually, okay, she really dislikes Anaxa. Although, they say the more you dislike someone, the more closer you get to them.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve.
That is true, yeah.
Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
Surprisingly, you know, I have a feeling that he was chosen by the wisdom's god. Because sometimes, the best students are skeptics. One who questions your logics and your wisdom, you
He
know?
was indeed chosen by Circes.
Yeah, see? Oh, not the wisdom. Reason Titan, yeah. Anyway, the best students are one who questions your beliefs or whatever, you know? Your reasonings and all those things.
Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
Yeah, it's been going... I assume so.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle
Okay.
against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame.
Allow him to remove. Is Anaxa wanting to remove it?
However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take
Hey,
extreme
don't blame Ugly.
measures.
Because they call flame this precious, you know?
Just as I feared.
Okay.
The flame chase
Okay.
journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Right.
Still, I can't help but hope for another
That
possibility.
he accepts the call flames?
Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
Oh, then
I understand
again.
your stance. Let's continue this discussion
Anaxa
another
seems
time.
like a very stubborn folks.
But now, let's greet our guest.
Oh,
You're here.
right. Time to accept ours? Yeah, the Trailblazer's
Does
son.
this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial?
We are ready. Me. Although, we can stay with you on the fence though. Are we sure we want to take it out? I mean, are we... We are ready. Me and I. Me.
It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their intricate ties to the Titan.
I guess so, yeah.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Hey, thanks to you, I evolved from a little dog into a sacred beast. A little dog?
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty.
Okay.
Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated.
Alright, alright.
However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis.
Are you trying to talk me out of it? Is there a plan B?
It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysa's heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations.
Oh, she just want a powerful ally, you know, in the form of the Trailblazers, you know.
There are still many priests of Yanisopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
Right. Although, yeah, that seems like a long bet. Seems like it's a shot in the dark. If I do not descend into hell, who will? Seems like a shot in the dark, yeah. Exactly. We can't have civilians bear the risk, can we?
Hero.
Hero. I still like her talking like that. We come so far and everyone is counting on you to be the hero. As for the trial, you have nothing to fear. The Time Titans may be willful at times, but they never cause us any harm. Maeve has it that Onyx opposes mortals, but to me, they just seem a bit timid, like a child. Maybe to her it's a child, you know?
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I don't remember ever meeting them, but the moment I saw your son, Onyx's memories were already in my head. Oh.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
Yeah, okay, she definitely has more stuff, by the way.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
Okay, I trust you to make the right call.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready.
Hi.
It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akane.
Right.
Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude.
Can I get a free Agni? Aglia, maybe?
When the dust settles,
Right.
I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Hopefully, you know, maybe. Anyway, before leaving, I should go say hi to Castorice.
Miss, may everything go well for you and Mem.
Thank you. You need Aglia for something too?
It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaia.
Let's get Pardon me. Can't help but be entranced by her. Oh.
Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me.
Aww.
Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing.
Oh, a bard. Okay.
Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since she knew how much I like to read.
I would assume so, yeah. Can you tell me more about the book? Is this book very special?
It just contains an allegory. In
Okay.
a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day,
Okay.
swooping upon the city like death itself.
Is it her abilities that we saw? You know, the
It
dragons?
swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was
Okay.
suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end.
Okay. Princess life.
Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of princess of the city whole before it was suppressed after taking out evil dragons. 30 minutes and as a result. What a dark story. Yeah, kind of darkish. It mustn't be easy for Cass to narrate this story so calmly.
The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities.
Is it true? Maybe that was the beginning of death or something like that? Or maybe her dragon or something like that?
Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts.
Oh, okay.
She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting.
Ah, okay. A poet, quite an adventurer, I see.
While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive.
Ah. No, and no one goes through life without leaving a mark behind. That is true, that is true. She probably did not think much of it while she was writing, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Writing, drawing, and taking photographs.
That is true, that is true.
It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things.
We all do as well, yeah.
Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden.
Rosy Celestial Maiden? What? That was March's camera, right? Rosy Celestial Maiden? What? That sounds very sassy, by the way. Rosy Celestial Maiden?
Despite having visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity...
Rosy Celestial Maiden. Okay, that sounds very sassy. It sounds like about a little girls and all those things. Hopefully it's a PG-13 one. Okay, or maybe the internet has showed me, and I have grown to see that kind of title as very sassy.
Forget it. Let's talk about this in the future.
Right.
For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
Easy. We got Mim here. We got this. I don't think there's anything to do here. Time to go back and talk to Dunhan. Right. It's cute.
Love to go in and take a look.
Oh, Finon, what you doing here? Yeah, Finon's been moving around. Citizens Assembly.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know.
Okay. Some good news?
Good news? I wouldn't call it that.
Okay, what's the news? Do you remember the council and the elders? Do you remember the council of elder that was on our hills previously? Seems like they made their move.
Some background information for
Okay.
you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years.
Okay. So it's like a sort of a republic or something.
This
Okay,
is the most important social
Right.
event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
Ooh, okay, that sounds scary. Maybe you should talk to Aglia about it? So Aglia doesn't actually call the shots?
Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone.
You don't have to win their hearts. You just have to threaten them. You just have to be threatening enough to move their hearts. I never once passed my sociology class. Perhaps you should retake some exam next time we visit Pepperford University. No, I don't want to go back to school.
Every 5 to
Right.
10 years, the
Okay.
Council of Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud.
Okay.
During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaia should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
Oh, they also hold sway over that. Oh, that sounds like some sort of system to balance the heroes and the mortals.
That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders.
Of course
They
there
view
is.
the Citizens' Assembly as a way
Right.
to restrain the Chrysos heirs and hope to take complete control over the flame-chased journey.
Of course there is,
We can
yeah.
refer to them as the opposition.
Okay.
During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaia that the flame-chased journey has been able to continue to this day.
Don't blame it though. I mean, so far, from what we see previously in the last two patches, yeah, the Flanch's journey isn't going super well, you
The
know.
Citizens' Assembly
Right.
is just around the corner. But this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Let me guess. Is it us? No, although we might be mentioned, the Council of Elder has another target in
I'm
mind.
afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anax.
Of course, the heretic. Yeah, they'll definitely go out after him. Yeah, that'll definitely be a talking point for them, you
Aglaia
know.
will surely take back Cersei's core flame,
Right.
but with Anax's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He
Yeah.
has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time,
I don't think he'll accept them, though. I mean, he... Then again, he is... I don't know how next time will go. You suspect he might betray the Flame Chase journey and defect towards the Council of
Anaxa
Elders.
has never believed in the prophecy, so
Right.
technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akuma.
Okay.
I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another.
I have a better understanding of the full picture now. Is there anything we can
As
do?
I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaia and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for.
Alright. We understand. Thank you for being honest with us. Things are piling up again. You and Mem are tired with Onyx Trail, while I'm preparing to visit the grove to uncover clues about the worlds beyond the sky. Let's take one step at a time. None of those things seems like they're gonna be easy to deal with. Let's just take things one step at a time, yeah.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling
Oh,
you.
daijoubu.
I hope that Oryx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss.
No, more fun of, Mem, you
Go
know.
and rest and regain your strength.
Right.
We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days.
Alright.
Right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens'
Oh.
Assembly.
Democratic politics has always fascinated citizens of the Empress, yada yada. Look to the stage, transforming Akuma's government into a democracy for all, where all citizens' assembly made every major decision. I think that reminds me of, I think Athens or something like that. Yeah, they had like this kind of systems. I will look... No, I prefer not to look at that. Alright. The trials feels like it's just around the corner.
I'm nervous.
I'm studying the few... Nervous. Yeah, this is called the day before exam. Still, it's not that soon. There's still a few more days until then. Don't worry, everything will be fine. I feel like sitting down that has been thrown in the deep end, into the deep end. Everything will be fine. Let's just hope that everything goes well. After all, as someone who has earned the gaze of an Aeon, you should be able to overcome the trials of our original god just fine. You never know. We also unknowingly gotten used to sleeping with the midday sun shining brightly above our heads. Get some rest, your son. Perhaps a new phase of our trailblazing expedition in the forest is just about to begin, yeah. Alright, let's go. A few days later, at the Vortex of Genesis.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits.
Right, exam time.
If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please, step forward.
Stella with the smug face like, oh, we got this. Let's go. Alright, Trinon. I'm ready.
Little Grey and Mem, thank you.
No, don't thank us, don't
Your
thank us.
resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May carefully light your path forward.
Right,
Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
alright, let's see. Now, can we though? I have a feeling
The divine position
not exactly
of Orynyx has
that
already
easy.
been vacant for some time.
okay.
We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
Okay. Let's begin. I long gotten used to fighting fires. Let's begin, yeah. So, what's the trial,
The
Ice?
eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Orynyx.
Okay.
It shall now be returned by the 2 elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles.
Trino's making me blush. Making us blush.
Who?
It's also for who. It's also who for me, not dead.
Both of you, please, come forward.
Alright.
Recite along with us.
Okay.
O Majesty of the
12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the reefs of the world. Fill our bodies with blood and gold, till we withered in willing service to the prophecy. I don't think I have goblet.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus.
Okay. Sorry, Trina. Sorry.
And surrender the core flame.
Okay. Click and submit your core plans to complete objective. Alright, let's go. Oh. Okay. Going in. Let's see. Okay, we can enter. That's good news. That's half the good news. Oh. I assume that's the trial. The Titan's Murmur. Okay. Orynyx is talking to us.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Okay.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
Yeah. Wait for my return, my friends. Let's go. I should have said I love you all.
The last time I heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Sure. But, you know, give some faith.
Don't worry, Aglaya. She's tougher than I am, right?
Hopefully. Titan's Murmur. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, here we go.
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times,
Yeah, that
her
is.
determination is as strong as the Chrysosairs. She will definitely succeed.
Right.
While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Right. regarding Alexa. Yeah, Claire definitely knows. She knows.
I'm listening.
She seems to be always. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, Aglia seems to know a lot of things. She has, she has ears all around. Okay, more stuff.
Slap, slap. Wake up.
Oh, wait, she's speaking. Hi, good morning, ma'am.
How is it? How do you feel?
That's the traffic. How are you able to talk?
All right. I think that it's amazing
Yeah.
too. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Is it a switch? Can we press mem mode or non-mem mode kind of situation?
I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations.
Yay! Nicer.
Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Oh,
Mother.
it must be mem. Mem must be like maybe like a hidden titan. Maybe the one who made all the titans kind of situation. Oh,
Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
okay.
Or next.
Yeah, that sounds.
Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space.
Guess so. Yeah.
We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Yeah. We are. Let's go.
Broken. Mother. Where?
Enter hidden passage.
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
That is a good question, mind you. Okay, so we have to pick a way, I guess? Okay, let's pick with Onyx. Down here? Okay. Okay, down here. Onyx, are you there?
You. It's you. I remember you.
Hi, Onyx. Hi.
Skyfather has gazed upon you.
Skyfat. That was the remembrance, right? Yeah. Skyfat. Is that the sky?
Mother is calling for you.
Okay. Does Skyfather refer to Fury? Yeah. Oh. Eh? Akashi cannot talk anymore. The Titan's words are indistinct. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be clogged in frost, symbolizing memories.
Father has chosen you.
So fully made this area? Who is your mother? Okay, it's like a name. Somehow we don't quite understand names. A majestic voice pierced through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountain walls in the distance, reflecting and returning to your ears as an echo. Within the echo, you seemingly could make out the cries of a baby. Oh, a baby?
Mother is no longer responding.
Okay, which other aeons could be symbolizing the mothers? If assuming that the Sky Father is fully, so who is the mother? We come to you because of something important. Because of something important.
Something important.
Okay.
An important matter.
Okay.
Orynyx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Orynyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Yeah, good one, man. Good one.
Freedom. Freedom.
Freedom? Question mark.
I want freedom.
Okay.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
Yeah. Okay, Titan murmurs again, something not translating. What's troubling you, big fella? Yeah. Okay, some more. You know, I have a feeling it's like it's like, you know, our translation device is not doesn't translate fully all the words here.
You have potential, strength,
Okay.
willpower, powerful, and tenacious.
Mem is in agreement.
But you lack something.
Oh.
Just one thing.
Which is...
Lacking something. What is it?
Yeah. Damn it. It's not translated as well. What you lack?
What you lack
Okay.
is a future.
I don't have a future. What? What future? What future? Yeah.
Future?
Oh, are we gonna die soon? Or something like that?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already.
Huh? Let me dissipate already.
Gaze from the Sky Father. Stabilize your form.
Huh?
Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away.
Huh?
Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
Was it the crash? Did we crash and die straight away?
What? How is that possible?
Yeah. You mean that already dead? You mean that... Oh. It's really maintaining us? Is that what happened?
Space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Emphorius will succumb to eternal disorder.
Okay. You still haven't explained things clearly. What about the trial? Revise me quickly.
Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Sky Father, time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Oryx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength, I shall entrust it to you.
Half Striders or Remembrance. Okay. It is Sky Father. It is bully.
Fate of the world. If you wish to save it, go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Before the passings of the 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. Oh. This is the true trial of time. Are we back out? Oh. You're finally awake. Is this Skyrim? Good morning. What happened? I'll keep it simple. You succeeded. Onyx has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from the demigod of Enforus. However, Ma'am has told me about what happened during the trial. They're still explaining things to the others and told me to bring you back to your room first. The Titan must be joking, right? Don't sigh, Danhan. So, what's my superpower? Kinda lighten up. For you to be able to say that even now, you're truly impressive. Now, kinda lighten up the mood. Okay. There's something that I never told you. When we landed on the forest, our car was pierced by Nikodo's lance. Do you remember? Back in the ruins of the abyss, this was what I said. You passed out when our car got hit. I blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in a car. We would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my accounts kind of made light of the situation. What actually happened was much more complicated. You were severely injured back then. With several wounds still bleeding profusely, I struggled to carry out and use the last of my strength to stem the bleeding. But then, I was also hit by falling rocks and lost my consciousness. The last time I checked, you still weren't breathing. But when I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up again. Ha! So you were knocked unconscious by a rock. Okay, I know what's going on now. I know what's going on. See, we died in that car crash. That's why Fully kept us alive because they kind of wanted us on all those things. It's fine. How exactly did I come back to life? I'm not sure whether the gaze of Fully has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titans, you're living in the form of a memory right now. Just like those objects of the past in the miracles of Onyx. And since we get the gaze of the Skyfather, aka Fully, that's why we can see Mem. Perhaps Mem is the anchor road that ties you to the present. I had assumed they couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. Cry for me, Stellaron, do something! For a while, I also thought that the Stellaron was your life support system, but it seems like this hypothesis has been disproven. Oh, it's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Alright, maybe there's some way to turn back the time? Since Castorice is out, it must be relating to her, you know? Onyx mentions finding your stolen features and cheating death. Considering Mighty's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there might be some kind of miraculous powers in Enforus that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie in the hands of Shadow, whose whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, are you alright?
He can speak fully, yeah!
I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning.
Right.
She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
Hopefully, yeah. Let's do that then, yo, son.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you.
Okay.
The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you.
Okay, good to know.
I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm sure they are also concerned as well, you know. Although, now that the Chrysos will definitely be in the crosshair of whatchamacallit? Agli, by the way. She's gonna be watching us like a hawk. Oh, will she deny us from getting out, by the way? Yeah, I have a feeling we're about to.
I'm right here.
You hear soft footsteps coming closer, one step at a time.
Please stay there and slowly turn around.
For some reason, you feel you have seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, but you glimpse a dash of purple brushing past your face. And then, a chill seeps through your skin, spreading to your vein. Tum, tum. Your heartbeat begins to slow. At this moment, I just want to close my eyes, remembering the near-death experience. Gotta stay on guard, spin around immediately and get Castorice's spear. Aside from your vision, your senses grow more acute. you feel the presence of a purple sea. And then...
Please pardon me.
A subtle fragrance of unnamed flowers fills your senses, its sweetness making you forget the need to breathe. I too would forget to breathe if Castorice was behind me. Oh. Oh. You realize you're still alive. No, to be more precise, your death was not thorough. The coldness of the initial touch dispersed as quickly as it came, and replacing it is the touch of the fingertips, a tremble bonds of trepidations that originated from a certain lanky arm. Her quivering fingers gently brush against your cheek, causing a faint tickle. Yeah, and this is why we were able to touch Castorice, because technically you're already dead. Yeah.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
Yeah. Castorice, you're shaking.
Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky.
Yeah.
Never did I expect that this would be the true reason.
Yeah. Held in place by the aeons of remembrance.
Sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier.
No. It's not your fault. You know, you're not to
Miss,
blame.
If my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me.
Oh, do it again, please.
I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Okay.
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, Miss, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time.
We're ready. Agrees. There's no harm in trying again.
I have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me.
This is serious business. Oh, that's it. Oh. In heaven, guys, I can now die in peace. Castorice once again places a palm on your face. Her shivers calm somewhat this time. You scared me.
I seem to have caught a glimpse of something.
Oh?
Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away.
Okay.
Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance.
Okay.
The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it.
Maybe more hug. Maybe a hug, you know. Don't give a full hug. Maybe you're better trace it.
It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on.
We will, yeah.
Artorius needs you.
I'll do my best. Live on bravely, understand? No, I'll do my
Lady
best.
Aglaia
Yes.
and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well.
I'm sure Aglia and Aglia would like us to be well.
Also,
Technically, we're carrying the
please
core
accept
flame,
this
by the way.
Styxian
Yeah.
fable. reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
Oh, with you around, Castorice, that's more than enough already. Oh my god, why am I such a sim, guys? What am I doing? What am I doing tonight? I'm being such a oh god. And you
They're
too.
here.
Right.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
So the entire world knows about this now. She can even take powers of someone who's dead. It feels so cool. It feels quite cool being a departed spirit.
Well, at least you look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
Well fed in the train, I guess.
You've completed the trial
Right.
of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected.
Yeah.
Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot
She
for
kinda did,
humankind.
yeah.
However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
Two people.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
You know, there was this trailer regarding finance, where he says no, that trailer. It was like the showcase of Mighty before. He did say he studied Mighty's body a bit. Are you sure you didn't study and holding out the research on this because you want it for yourself?
Many have had this idea,
Okay,
but so far there have been no results.
right.
If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace.
Okay.
Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope.
Right, let's go find Hanatos.
Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her.
Oh, isn't Cypher that cat girl that was leaked out by honkaistarrail? By Hoyoverse? You know, the next that Keith character,
Try
yeah.
and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal
Okay.
outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death.
Okay.
At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all.
Thank you for your help.
It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time.
Yeah.
But before that, just
What's wrong, Aglaya?
omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart.
Okay.
It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the
Oh my
Council
god,
of Elders.
Alexa really did contact with the elders. Oh dear.
And it has still come down to this.
Right, a debate or something like
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan.
that? Right.
Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I over the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
I'll cancel to Alexa. Oh, are we using him? Not long ago.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh.
Okay.
The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Oh, is he in the realm of the dead?
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
Not responding.
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Okay, Alexa is giving me the impression of the Karens, you know. I want to speak to the manager, thank you. I think they're dead, you know. I think this is the realm of dead.
Hand of Shadow. Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm.
Oh? Eh?
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you, me.
Ah, okay.
Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it.
Is Thanatos rejecting everyone?
I
Something like that,
hear
yeah.
it.
I have a feeling it might be
Deep
something like that.
within the tides. Beyond the closed gates of the void world.
Oh, the
A
Netherrealm.
voice. About to recount something.
Oh.
Child of humanity. Is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency?
Is that death? Oh.
Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm.
That was Cersei. Okay.
Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
Okay.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
Just 15?
15
15 days,
and
okay.
nights.
Still, just 15?
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On
Maybe.
the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem.
Eh.
Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Oh.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
Okay.
There
What
will
does
be a
he plan,
price
right?
to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
Okay.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Oh, do we get to use him? Is he out already? He is.
You're better off believing in me than believing in prophecies.
Okay, okay.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Okay, so it's as per Aglia predicted and everything. Oh, I cannot see details. Also, he has a gun? Really? Oh wow. He reminds me of this is what do you call? What's that show again? Called Grease.
Watch this magic trick.
On the eyes, you know. Oh. That is more or less like a Code Grease character. Is he gonna mind control us? Okay, he looks good. Not sure how he fights though. Anyway, I put on this team. I'm not sure what kind of team beats him. I'm not looking to him. He is the next phase, right? Yeah. Okay, let's speak with the mess.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Envtuber.
What is that? It's the messenger?
It's been a while, Lord Envtuber.
Whoa, this is a very cool robot thingy.
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima
Right.
and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
Okay.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
Okay.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the
Right.
Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherians here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
Anti-Catarians. So they are an actual race. Okay.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan.
Okay.
I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus.
Okay.
Holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherians perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls.
Interesting, interesting.
Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar.
Right.
If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras,
right.
I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threads, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
Okay.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage.
Right.
As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity.
Actually, I wonder what's his plan, by the way.
She undoubtedly comprehends.
Okay.
While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities.
He's throwing shades at Douglas. Okay, and and Douglas are really like rivals kind of situation.
The formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally.
Okay.
She's been waiting for...
Oh. Yes?
Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Oh.
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud.
Oh.
For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side.
Suddenly pondering out of the blue. Then again, he seems like the kind of guy who goes asking questions out of the blue kind of situation.
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Okay.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action.
Okay.
Whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination.
So he believes an end to everything. Okay.
In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Okay.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate.
Yeah. Okay.
After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Okay, I have a feeling he's gonna grind gears with the elders, and the elders are like, "Oi, don't say much, don't say too much about gods."
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Okay. Oh, it's right beside, by the way.
Very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
Okay.
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
Okay.
It's worth a try.
Right.
I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world.
Right.
Because I completely concur with you on this aspect.
Okay.
If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Oh. It's like a transport. Is this how we're gonna get up there? That's one way to go upstairs.
Please, Professor.
That's one way to get upstairs.
The children of humanity have indeed created a
Oh,
spectacle.
Jackson hasn't been up here. Okay.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud.
Okay.
The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of
That was a sight, a
serenity
giant hand to
than
lift you
the
upstairs.
Clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited.
Right.
Only esteemed beings grace this place.
Right.
And among them, I've received priests, scholars, warriors. And now, we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Okay. Thank you for your welcome.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly.
Right.
In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view.
Yeah, he seems in a
Delaying
rush.
the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
Right.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Right.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns.
Okay.
I know very well what I'm doing.
Okay.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then.
Can she?
Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Okay.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Right.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Yeah, now sharing the problem of sharing the same brain with somebody. Okay. Okay. Oh, how do I? That's not from here. My bad. Are we good? So, what does the next one investigate?
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Oh, hi.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As
Almost.
Kephales's priest,
Right.
are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you
Right.
jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being.
Supreme
Let
Being,
me
okay.
remind you that
Right.
you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself.
Yeah, Alex says that exactly, Mr. Friendly.
Altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands
Right.
of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
Right.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan.
You know, I think the councils wouldn't handle an exile at all.
As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You.
Yeah.
Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for
Right.
now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Blessings?
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of
Okay.
others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere
Okay.
toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kefali's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Maybe a bit
Praising
above,
him,
yeah.
Of course. As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me?
Right.
I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
Right.
Watch this magic trick.
Alright, let's go to the other side.
Professor Anaxa!
Oh, hey.
Over here!
How do you know? You're students.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide.
Hey, your
Mind you,
professor's
they're
alive.
safe and sound. Thank the fates.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
Right, he blames the faith.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly.
Ah, your student likes you there, Anaxa. Surprisingly, mind you.
So,
Right,
are you here to report the incident to the council?
right.
I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line. Even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Okay.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Okay.
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone.
Okay.
And when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents.
Right,
They
right.
might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
Wow. Such a quick change of tunes, yeah.
No surprises there,
Right.
those shifty opportunists.
Right.
Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in.
Is
But
he
it
about
seems as
yeah.
though this kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours? Just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
It might be, yeah.
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Okay.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Does he really want that? I'm curious. Oh.
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
Is it? Is that you?
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result,
Okay.
mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead.
I mean, it kind of
Their
makes sense,
wisdom
yeah.
was portrayed as fruit to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
It is indeed abstract,
I
yeah.
really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Okay.
Of course I find such stylistic
I mean-
devices interesting.
Yeah.
For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
Yeah.
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Refined? Sincere soul?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
What do you mean by refined, by the way?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
Wait, was he trying to modify the Titan soul? Experiment on it? Okay.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Well,
therefore,
yeah.
It seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection.
Yeah, I have a feeling he wants to continue experiment. It's not the Titan soul or something.
What then is the intention behind your actions?
Yeah.
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old?
Are you going through that all?
Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent 7 sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep. How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Is it?
Since our days are both numbered,
okay,
I don't mind telling you more about it.
All right.
This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long.
Right.
You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Okay.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either.
Okay.
Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
So a sense of very cynical view on all of them, you know?
This... Could this be the inception of your research in
Seems like it, yeah.
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Telesis' theory as well.
Telesis' theory?
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Okay.
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves.
Okay.
This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Oh, is he intending to sacrifice the Titan's soul?
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher! But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the 7 Sages.
He tried to... He did necromancy or
Calm
something.
down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm. Even to this day.
Oh.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one.
Okay, I know what his plan. He wants to go to death and find Thanatos and then wrestle her sister's life. Maybe, you know, fight against death and all those things. Oh, he's gonna be part of our crew to go against death, along with Trailblazer and Castorice.
Equivalent exchange.
Okay.
All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Oh, let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students,
I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it.
Okay.
Never do something taboo ever
Okay.
again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires.
Okay, are you sure? Are you sure?
You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
Oh.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
Let me guess. Exchanging the pool life.
I wish to continue Thelesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become
that's how he also
clearer
lost
than
the
ever.
eyes. He exchanged it to see her sisters.
I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Wow, he's determined to change the law. The law of the world. That's true.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours?
Is it hefty?
However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
I have a feeling he wants to go to
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
Okay.
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh?
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Okay.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest
That is
wisdom
true,
of
yeah.
all.
To know you are ignorance is a wisdom in itself.
I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Okay.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
That is also true. Sometimes you don't see things when you're doing it, but others, you know.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa.
Oh.
I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
Right.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival. So please depart forthwith.
Right.
It's finally time.
Right. I want to see what he's deal with her.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world.
Okay.
If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold—
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
Everybody calls him drama. Which is kind of mean, mind you.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the venerationists.
Yeah, again, I have a feeling
This is
the
what being
council.
a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and
Right.
it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Right.
Yet in
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Right. Let's go.
I'll take my leave for now.
Up we go. So, I wonder how Aglia is gonna counter this. Although, maybe Alexa might be countering on his own. You know, you never know.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed.
I see her. There must be Canis. Ah, this is
Lord
her.
Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much about you.
Okay, so this is Aglia's rival,
Head
you know.
of the Nusporists of the
Right.
Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a
Right.
survivor of the Grove calamity.
Okay.
Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to
Okay,
enlighten
he's
me.
allowing Alexa to be, you know.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again.
Okay.
But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed.
Okay.
And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows.
Oh.
Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Okay.
Everyone, stand down.
Oh, he knows, yeah.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
So he says,
No
right?
need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage
Right.
and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
Right.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we
He wants
will
a
respond
full-blown
in
war.
kind.
Right.
Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled.
This is power play situation, right?
As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses.
Okay.
And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation,
Right.
you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
Right.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I
Oh,
don't
calling them out.
deny it.
Right.
After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a
Right.
moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears.
Right.
I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles.
Okay. I'll
Yet,
just...
it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa.
Okay.
I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world, geniuses and dimwits.
Okay. The next guy is really, really mean, by the way. He is really, really mean. Idiots and, you know.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras.
Okay.
Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and
Okay.
emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words.
Okay.
And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions.
Are we gonna get into another debate situation?
This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the
isn't
most
Alexa about to die in 15 days?
as the final turning point in Akama's history.
Right.
May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Era Chrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Lady, I thought we can go back already. Time does not stand still for anybody.
15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise.
Yeah.
Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
Right.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
I mean, yeah, they can't hear. She can't hear
Enough,
this.
Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Okay.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Right.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her.
Okay.
However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well.
Basically, he's saying, I'm in charge, you guys follow me.
You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the Era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
Yeah, Annexa doesn't mean his word, alright.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies.
Okay.
Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other.
Okay.
Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers.
Well, I'm about to get into debate,
With our words and wisdom.
Let's begin then, yeah.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya.
Right.
She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and
let me
the
on that on
ablation
her.
of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed.
Right.
Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed.
Right.
Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
She is prepared to execute. She just needs vassals who will do her bidding without questions. Let's go with this.
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time.
Right.
Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, How would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
Yeah.
I understand what you mean.
Okay, so we're not exactly on a debate, but
At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving
so
peace
he
in
says,
Arkham.
right?
The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen.
Those is say, so the council say, although, no, they're not oppressing their citizens. No, it's Aguilar who's doing it. Yeah.
However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude.
Right.
The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Gathering my support is equivalent to getting the support of entire groups. Yeah, okay, let's go with the first one. Gathering my supports, yeah.
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant
this might help,
Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
How absurd. My loyalty is unquestionable.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment.
Is it Aguilar?
As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawn.
There we go, right.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case,
basically she pulled out Aguilar up here. Basically, that's why she didn't severe. That's why he didn't severe the Golden Weaves. Basically, to force Aguilar to come upstairs, and now the council's like, oh shit, gotta make the decision. They're definitely gonna throw her weight behind Alexa, and now he's gonna be in charge.
Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
What?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know
Okay,
is
I
that
ain't curious
I
about this
have a
plan. Okay.
In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya sees me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead.
How's he gonna convince
Is this the
Castorice?
outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately.
Okay.
But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Wow, okay, now he's showing back, you know.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
Okay, I have a feeling he really wants to die and go meet a death Thanatos. And he's gonna recruit Castorice in it, yeah.
We shall see then.
Right. Also, Trailblazer, yeah.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after.
I am too, yeah.
I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Yeah, I'm with Susie here. I'm like, oh, come on, I want a review.
Easy there.
Right.
You'll learn the answer soon enough.
Alright,
I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly.
Okay.
The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
We're gonna go talk to him. So, you has been
Unexpected visitor. Welcome.
okay.
Once
The
again.
gatekeeper sorts. Okay.
You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali.
Oh, he wants to. Okay, and next I want to see
I
you.
have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of true. It is the biggest.
She's
you know.
wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust.
Okay.
I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan.
That is very true,
Are
yeah.
you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Okay.
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
Okay.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey.
Are we gonna see Kefala?
Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain.
Oh.
Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Okay.
Hear
But
that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
we're going mountain climbing with Susie, gladly.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Okay, okay. Let's go climb the mountain in a way. I see a treasure chest, by the way. Oh, never
Go
mind.
ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
Alright.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
He must have known.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, A gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this
if he's
journey.
working for Kepler.
I believe Kepler will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kepler than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
Eh?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Yeah, in a way, you know, sometimes big change is necessary. Maybe Alexa's efforts on, you know, rerolling Aglia's plans and everything might put stuff faster, better, you know? You never know. Anyway, I want to see what's yeah.
This is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
Okay.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Sissy has been advertising on for the Titans. Like, look at us, we're so good, bro.
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city.
Right.
All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
Okay.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Yeah, he's not exactly Mr. Nice so far, yeah.
Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
Right, let's go. Oh.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh?
Okay.
If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Oh.
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now?
Ooh. Out. Can I piggyback Cecile to go upstairs?
I know how far I can go. So just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Who is that? Cersei's? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Is that time? Oh, that must be Onyx.
Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Oh, okay. Anaxa's dying even faster than I thought then. Memories. Yeah. Oh. Is it the same as Fully, by the way? Is he held in place by memories? Ah. It might be.
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias? I know I've heard this name.
That's the Titan of Strife. Oh, yeah.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Cersei's. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange
That's
name?
definitely the... That's the Strife Titan, right? Right? Oh, am I remembering wrongly?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was
Yeah.
chatting with you here.
Memories.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit?
Okay. Something relating to time, I think, maybe? Actually, yeah, those are spirits. Interesting. Whatever is going on here. Oh yeah, I hearing voices by the way. It's getting louder and louder. Okay.
You two again.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Kaos?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Demigods? Oh, were there Chrysos heirs that took on the Titan's core flame?
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world.
Is it Kevlar? Do we Kaos took the Titan, you know, the world-bearing Titan?
Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yeah.
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos.
I think we had a
guess
Kaos
he's
before, yeah.
one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments.
Okay.
Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
Is it Thanatos? No, but then, like... Okay, I'm very confused. I don't think it's Thanatos. Let's... Oh. That one's tired.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Next life? Is it time?
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
Okay.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little.
Well...
I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Oh, Calypso.
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove?
Yeah, all the Groves?
No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages.
Yeah.
Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Circes? They're gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Okay.
Looks like I'm...
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
Okay.
Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too?
Okay. Okay, I'm curious about what is going on here.
We're here, finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very
Okay.
well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Did I still fail to make it in time? Huh? So, I'm back here again.
Ah.
This is... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something.
Oh.
This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Ah, that sounds like that. Is that Castorice? Or is this somebody else? Interesting.
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Okay.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us.
Right, this cows.
The worst case scenario
Right.
is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
World-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And
Okay.
besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily.
Okay.
Much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes, I have faith in him.
I think this is the past iteration. This is the Lord of Strife. This is the Lord of not the Titan. No, the Titan of Strife. The Titan of Reasons. Is this world in a loop, like a memory kept alive by a certain person, like this lady here?
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Alexia.
My sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you
Sisters,
have hearts
okay.
kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
That's Castorice? No, right? Divinity. Wait, does Castorice has a sister?
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Cersei's question.
Oh?
The conjecture
Okay.
has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kevin.
Okay.
By doing so, I can answer Cersei's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that.
Eh?
That isn't important.
Eh?
Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant.
The world is not real?
Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea.
Using
after
a
all.
mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace that Titan. Ah, it's the current iterations of Titans that are all a fusion of it. Taken over something, some other, you know. Meanwhile, back in Dungeon, also side note, why did the Dungeon have like red background?
What are you thinking about?
Okay. Just amazed at how this towering trees is Cersei's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though.
This is Dungeon's
Plus,
ability
you
to
seem to
hide
be
his emotions.
strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
Really? Really, something from the past I will go into. Go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cersei's.
Okay.
Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground.
Oh?
I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
Yeah, so the Sky Titans. You're a sky priest, and yet you study at a place that is home to the Titan, to the risen Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After
That's
all,
a cute nickname.
the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila
That's a cute
himself.
nickname, Dan Hank. Denny? Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ires of a
But
local
there will
god, yeah.
always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky.
That is true, yeah.
The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for.
Okay.
It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
No, it's not your fault, Hazen. It's not your fault. No, I mean, you can't predict everything, you know, yeah. Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself over it. Besides, Aglia needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happens to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip, and keep a lookout for any documents relating to Death Titans. They could be useful to your son.
Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh?
Work,
In any
I
case,
suppose, yeah.
What we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground.
Right.
Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway.
Yeah. How about you? Will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard?
Alright.
Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
Yeah. Silence here is near deafening. With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of informations. Even the cleverest scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. How to live and forest. In the myth, Aquila, the titan who reigns over the domains of the skies, is a colossal bird that overlooks the worlds beneath them. A colossal bird? It's a bird? As long as they continue to soar above the clouds, the people of the forest will remain trapped on the ground. Hyacinth's forebears were priests who worshipped Aquila. Nobody is more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her. Seeing how Aglia has sent her as a guide, it's possible she plans to have Hyacinth take on the trial in the future. And Forest Titan mythology. In the forest, Titans are common topics of discussions. People created myths that in turn conceived Titans. It's a tricky task to keep an objective view when among the people of the forest. Is there a way to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective? The Titans and Aeons. Think of something else. The Titans and Aeons are two distinct classes of being. Titans can communicate with us humans, and it is not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon the demise, we can even take over their divinity. I have a feeling the Aeons made the Titans or something like that, you know? In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot more similar to humans than Aeons are. Maybe, yeah. Chrysos herds and the demigods. Chrysos heirs are humans who possess heroic qualities, with most of them demonstrating extraordinary combat powers and strengths. Upon clearing a profile streams, the Chrysos heirs can even ascend to a demigod and inherits a Titan's divinity. Yeah! So just now, based on Annexa's storyline, he says like it's possible to merge a mortal soul with a Titan soul. So what if this trial is sort of the process to merge a soul? So if we say just now, like say that our Stella there, our main character Stella Trailblazer, he combined it with the Onyx. In a way, her soul merges with the Onyx's soul. Oh. Wait, something about that feels off. Is this a selection process of some sort? It's a merging process, as you can see here. Okay, upon clearing a compound trims, a Chrysos heir can even ascend to a demigod and inherits a Titan's divinity. Yeah. The prophecy, guided by the prophecy, heroes are on a quest to reclaim claw frames and usher in the Era Nova. Their efforts have seen gratifying results to date. As I expected, the prophecy is the hardest to make any sense of, but with banning any information to go on, no matter how much I ruminate on it, it wouldn't yield any results. I should leave this for another time. Your son's blood. Yeah. Nobody could ever imagine that your son's life would have been forfeited the moment we landed on Earth. Yeah, that's sad. I should have done more to keep her safe, but it was not too late. And it's not too late. We still have a fighting chance. The unique rules that govern life and death on Enforest might just work in our favor and save her. The Grove is a variable library of knowledge. Maybe they have a records of on a similar case. Please let everyone, right? Let's go. Oh, we get to use... I have not built my Dunhern, by the way. I can't use the Eternal Knights of Akuma. You know, I never quite used my Dunhern. My Dunhern still haven't been fully built, mind you.
Carefully.
Okay, let's see. What works with Dunhern? I haven't used Dunhern in a while.
Don't be shackled by the past. That goes for the both of us.
Does she work? I have no idea, by the way. Thinking about it. I guess since we're using a lot of, you know, LT, I guess. Can I just teleport or... Oh, done it. It locks my... Oh, wrong way. It should be... Is that the only way? Okay, that's the only way. Okay, that is the only way. I thought, you know. Jump over. Oh, hey! Question hi. Din hi. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah. It's been a while. Oh wait, we're going the wrong way. Oh. I thought I was going the right way. Never mind. It's been a while. How are you doing? We're playing some the latest updates for honkaistarrail. Where's the path? Oh, it's the tree. I didn't notice the tree. It's been a while. Alright, let's run up here. Run that way. Okay, still those dead bodies are here. Fly over. Yeah. I have to say, a lot of secret stuff has been revealed in this current patch. Yeah, I'm liking the mystery at the moment. Granted, we might get more. We're gonna get more mysteries and stuff, but yeah. Okay. Black monsters are twisted in form, and their life has turned to ash together with their souls. It's impossible to figure out their form when they were still alive. These are the remains of the black tide monsters. It does look different from the titan skin from up close. Yeah, it's been a long time, yeah. What's underneath it? A scroll? A recorded debate between Veneris and Nosperous scholars? Okay. We all recall that states that dares touch the skies. But what were they really? Just blind masses manipulated by ambitious politicians who dare challenge the Titan's authority. A completely meaningless attempts and absolute mistakes. You Veneralists have bowed to the Titans for so long you've forgotten a scholar's true purpose. Making a mistake does not mean the act was meaningless. Even those students new to the groups understand these basic logic lessons. An entire city-state reduced to ashes proved the skyship's construction was a mistake. To me, that's precisely the meaning they achieved through the sacrifice. Am I hearing this right? Such a statement. Are you converting to venerationism? No, I'm simply examining the matter from another perspective. This feels like a bunch of random scholar debates, you know. Like a bunch of students going, I'm right, you're wrong. As expected, the group doesn't forbid discussion about the skies. It's a debate between two scholars about the skyship. Aglia also made also made mentions of the skies when she interrogated us. A memory I rather forget. I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, this journey will leave us empty-handed. Alright, alright. Right, out we go. Oh, Moss? Hello? Oh. That's Hyacinth? Why is she surrounded by so many monsters? As much faith as I have in her, it's probably a good idea to help her out here.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Do you play ZZZ? Yes. Yes, I did that, didn't I? Yes. Yes, I did. I think I streamed it last week, I think, yeah. Wait, did I stream it last week or the week before that? Yeah, I think I did stream it last week, yeah. Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
I can't tell if you're serious or not, but being hard to read isn't without its perks, I suppose.
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. Alright, now let's get him!
Good. Oh, do we get to use Hyacinth? I would love to. Aw, I don't get to use her. Aw, boo. Ow. Whoa. You're about to kill my...
Indulge yourselves!
Is it coming?
He was about to kill my... Can't let you do that. Can't let you do that.
I heard the call. Serenity is before me. This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path. Too late to repent. The truth of life and death.
Yeah, I missed my timing there. That's fine. Ooh.
Underestimating us, Okas?
Too late to repent.
Time to
Okay.
miss things up.
I can't thank you enough. I want to head down farewell.
Yeah, I have not built my Dunhunt yet, mind you. Yeah, my number Dunhunt. It's a character, so I'm gonna be a long one before I build it. I have a lot of characters I have not built it yet.
It ain't over.
Fighting is meaningless.
Okay, nice sir. This place is practically in ruins. What happened? There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius.
Okay.
So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this.
Oh. Records debate number 3, okay. Well, enlighten me. What exactly do you mean by examining from another perspective? Simple, you see. When we stand normally, the sky is above. When we stand on our heads, it's below our feet. What kind of logic is that? I don't even want to know what kind of situation inspired you to make such an exalted theories. By the way, I have a student who loved to write satirical comedies and once wrote about a fool who could not figure out the questions, no matter what. As I said, there's no reasoning with you, venerationist. You're like a dromamus, huge, yet always gazing downwards at the earth, while I want to be the wasp that stings the domas. What if the states of Tyrant's defeat simply proved that, among all the paths to Aquila, the skyship was the wrong one? And it's Alex. Anaxagoras, you impious blasphemous, mark my word, you will eventually answer for your sacrilege. I doubt your students or that young teaching assistant girls have any idea what secret research you truly are conducting. Okay, that's Anaxa, by the way. Anaxagoras, he's the scholar who fills himself with the confluence of reason.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it.
So he seems to keep some secrets. Brandon said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods.
Okay.
Nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove.
Very extreme,
Yet,
you know,
it
like
is
heretic.
also this very blasphemer that Cersei's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
Again, as I said before, you know, and the reasons Titan would like someone to oppose her, you know, to make her question her logics and everything. Do you watch anime? Not at the moment. I mean, I did watch a little bit of anime with my brother whenever like we're having lunch or whatever. Recently we watched. What did we watch recently? I forgot what did we watch recently. It's been a long while since we watched. What anime? What was it? Oh, we did watch. What do you call it again? What's the name? The one where he entered the virtual world and played games. Crap, I forgot what's that. What's that? Oh no, I forgot about it. What's the name? The guy with the bird head, you know, in-game avatar. Anyway, I pick up a scroll on my way here too. Looks like they may be related to the one you're holding.
Let me have a look.
Pacing combines both record together. I don't remember the name. Oh, Shangri-La. Yes, that's the name.
These scrolls are records
That's the
of
name.
two
That's the name.
conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other.
Oh, and then also, although I haven't watched fully the episodes, in that the already finished one, ReZero, yeah, the latest season, yeah. There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Go ahead.
Who are the
The
venerationists?
Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis,
Okay.
the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the
Okay,
most.
so basically this venerationalists is basically people who go like, oh, Titan the best, support them.
As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa.
It makes sense. Anaxa's like a full-blown atheist. The gods, screw them.
If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton,
Okay.
Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance.
Extremist vs extremist. Okay. Very illustrative explanations. Thank you. Was it a mistake to build the
Nearly
skyship?
everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now.
Okay.
Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless.
Okay.
That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini Treaty cannon could slip past their watch.
Maybe. That was a joke, right? No, for if Trailblazer were here, yeah, let's build one. What is an Exa's viewer
These
study?
forests primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair.
Okay.
Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch.
Yeah.
Anaxa
Alright.
often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth.
He would say that,
Perhaps,
yeah.
To him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The
Oh.
firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the skyship incident. So much so that even the scroll is completely new to
Well,
me.
I guess they were kind of controlling the research and stuff, yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans for now. There's something else that caught my attention, though. This says that an exile is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, okay.
What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them.
Side note, his scene is also very cute.
I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
Oh, side note, I should switch my team. Actually, I thought of a team that might be better. Although...
Having you here gives me peace of mind, Danheng. Still,
Although...
best not to push yourself too hard.
Although, not exactly... I'm not sure if my words is built properly. Okay, there's some damage there. Okay. That might work. Yeah, since Danheng do more damage against enemies that is slow. Actually, is it Danheng or is it Wells? Either way, either one of them, you know. And then Sunday to buff up Danheng for his ulti. Oh.
This is the Library of Philia.
Okay.
A place where the Grove
Also,
stores its
heartbeat, by the way.
collection of
Yeah.
tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts,
Okay.
ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here.
Okay. All the libraries information,
Cities
yeah.
that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought.
Okay.
We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden.
Okay, that sounds like a legit, school situation. That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits.
Yeah, I mean, it's not unusual. The schools are not exactly nice as well, yeah. Universities and stuff, yeah. They done things that you go, oh my god, why'd they do that? But if you don't mind, did the Groves ever rob Castrum Commoners?
You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared.
And here we thought, my day keeps saying like, oh, there's no words there in Kremenians.
Too many books
Maybe
in
there
the
is no
library,
dictionary. Yeah.
Flipping through them all will take too long.
Right.
Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need?
Yeah, okay.
We can bring them back to Akama for reading after that.
Biblioslates. Agreed, this place isn't safe. We should leave as soon as we're done. There's still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. I'll gather them while you pull out those texts. This way, nothing will be overlooked. Alright, let's gather all the texts. Oh, that heartbeat is beating behind me. Records of the many research topics a Capres scholar had applied for, and the replies on the school stage about these topics. Topic 1. A discovery that many mythical beasts renowned for their longevity actually resides in areas with poorly managed birth and death records for such creatures. Permission to research. Replies lack research significance, not approved. Topic 2. Other observations of real plants within the groups imitating the growth patterns of nearby white dryads. Imitating the growth patterns of nearby white dryads. Falls under the domains of Lapator Fergie schools, not approved. Somebody just want to watch plants, by the way. Investigating the feasibilities of flying birds into rockets tubes to guide to the directions of rocket flights. No! Too fancy food, not approved. What do you mean too fancy food? You're killing the birds, no! The subsequent topics grew increasingly electric, yet the outcome of the replies remains unchanged. Impressive tenacity. Hopefully have him survive the black type. Hopefully. These are complaint letters from the scholars about Anaxagoras, the blasphemous. There's a thick stack of letters. Ooh, he's got quite a complaint there. Based on the dust accumulated and the perfectly intact seals, the complainants did not even bother opening them and just chucked them aside into the corner. This is about Anaxa. I should read this. I think you should come and have a look at too. Okay.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him?
Yep.
I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society.
Yep.
They're probably all things like that.
Huge amount, probably, yeah. How does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the great performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone.
Gotta make sure everybody
Are
knows,
the
yeah.
Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you
Wow,
turn.
okay. Wow. What time is it now in Malaysia? Oh, it's 10:20 here. It's about to reach 11. I probably won't be able to finish honkaistarrail tonight. I'll probably have to do maybe tomorrow I might do another one, but no guarantees. For now, we go through here. Maybe we might reach the end. Who knows? An uncanny impersonations. What happened
They
after?
marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took
Okay.
on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial.
Right.
He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the
Wow. Anaxa took on the challenge, by the way. Now is 9:24 in Vietnam. Ah. And night as well. It's night as well. So yeah, around an hour difference.
The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations?
Who made that question? That's a stupid question. Am I supposed to put myself in Anaxa's shoes and answer that? No? Based on the histories of the Flame Chase journey, humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans.
Anaxa said the same thing then.
Yeah, we're thinking just like Anaxa now.
Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it?
What kind of question is this? Oh my god, the scholars of the groups are all idiots. This is a serious allegation. Did you really do that?
Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it,
Okay.
even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient.
And based on the story that we heard just now where he saw his sisters, yeah, I think he did.
Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili. And
Okay.
this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods? It was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
What he didn't say, that the Titans are not noble, rings louder in this case.
Yes, I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved, but what's for certain at least is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research, despite being regarded as a heretic.
Yeah, he must be really good at debates and stuff. Must have some sort of influence to keep himself in place, you know? Yeah.
This stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Oh, given the grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there really be such an oversight right under the noses?
A well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time.
That's where we're going, yeah.
Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But with the grove in this state, I'm sure Nexa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. Right?
I'm sure your teacher will be fine with it, yeah? Those trees, they're like a maze. Right, let's go. Search for the cornerstones, right? Go. I caught a nymph, apparently. Okay, up we go. Let's go. Let's go visit the teacher's, research lab. Secret research lab, mind you. But the last time, I think we took the other way, right? Yeah. Right, so it's here.
This is the place. But where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone. Did the black
Are they
Tide
hiding
destroy it
something?
all?
Somebody is hiding something. No wonder we didn't see any defense mechanism along the way. Have you ever been here before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking right as rain, but come out covered in soap with his hair singed. Naturally, no one dared to come near this
Dangerous work environment, so, you know.
Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
Okay. The sound. Here's something. These are the materials requested by Anaxagoras. Documents from various views have been compiled in one place, including Titan's creations, the universality of the soul, alchemy doctrines, and so on. Most of the materials looks to be within research domains of Nosporus schools of thought. However, a document titled "A Studies on the Chrysos Heir's Background" is mixed within. Hastily written journals. These appear to be quick notes examining the backgrounds of the Chrysos Heir. Holy Maidens of Genopolis, Tribi, Triant, and Trinon, descendants of the Holy Maidens from the Temples of the Three Fates. Okay, Vinministia's priestly family. Okay, basically the history. Oh, even Hyacinth here. Prince of Castrum Cromenos, Hyacinths of the Twilight Courtyard. All their ancestries have varying degrees of connections to divine titans or the divine authorities. Thus, the Golden Bloods come from a heritage of priest families or royal bloodlines. Oh, it may be, yeah. Anaxagoras, I myself shows no such connections. The Catholic creators, Catholic, the creator, what criteria did they use to create the Golden Blood, to shape the Chrysos heirs? Yet Castorice, the servant of death from Iodonia, her lineage is neither Titan priests nor demigods, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennium with the power to grant death to humans. Where did this power come from? Another text speaks of the dragon legends of Styxia. The alchemy extractions of soul ripped from a dragon's corpse is intriguing. The dragon appeared to be the Titan's creations. Perhaps there's a way to reverse the process, using alchemy to refuse human souls with the Titan's creations, increasing the purity and divinity of the Golden Blood through the absolutes. Okay, he's researching on that's why he says like, oh, Castorice will be with Anaxa. You know?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema and me?
Yeah. This journal contains several intriguing plot points. Creations of Titans. From the Abyss of Faith to Castrum Cromnos, I've seen many Titans creation during my time in Amphoros. Life form created by Circe can also be found in the groves, but fusing them with human souls through alchemy means I can't even begin to imagine that. Anaxa seems to hold special interest in the divinity coursing through the Chrysos airspan, and has even conducted a thorough investigations into the hero's backgrounds.
Wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins.
Yes, Cassie seems to be the oldest one, yeah.
Considering that the new sporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs. But now, it seems Anaxa's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the golden blood and figure out its inner workings.
In a way, he's researching on DNA kind of situation, yeah? Anaxa's research. Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the golden blood in Chrysos heirs to a degree of purity equal to divinity. So he's trying to reverse engineer it or something. This must be what he means by close to true purity, but treating both Titan's creation and the human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments, that's rather extreme, yeah.
Danny, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, some more? Okay, let's see. Judging from what's left behind, the important alchemy formula has been taken away. Only the author's reasoning remains. The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan's creation does not purify the golden blood. Even pure Titan's creations are contaminants to Chrysos heirs' golden blood. Contaminant? Soul fusions between humans and creations merely repairs impurities of the soul, or maintains a connections to dying souls. While creation myth tells us that Chrysos heirs and the creations were all made by the Titans, their natures differ fundamentally. The Titans' creations are no intermediate products of an alchemy process, and the Chrysos are closer to the Titans than the creations. In other words, I should not have considered Titan's creation to equals to the Chrysos heirs. The hypothesis I should focus on is one pointed towards Titans themselves. Such rare chances to study Titans demands a meticulous selection of research subjects. Living Titans prove impossible to restrain, and dead Titans offer no insights worth pursuing. But dying Titans, they are the perfect research. Oh, he wants to research on Cersei. That's why he wants to, he's eager to die kind of situation. Only by understanding the fundamentals of creations can we ensure perfections at the moment of everything's birth. Through my own hands, I will melt the Titans and reach the true essence of the soul. He's about to kill Cersei.
My biggest fear. It's come true.
Yep.
After going through his notes, I think I can piece it all together now.
Yeah, he wants to melt the Titans.
Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
Do you mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes,
alchemically?
this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy.
Yep.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Right. What's wrong?
You remember, when the Black Tide was approaching, the Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process?
He was in the middle experimenting, but Cersei took over his body and resurrected him, which led to the situation we're in
That's
now.
Right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the Black Tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done?
I'll put my theories to the test, no matter the cost.
When the Black Tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the Luminary Throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
He wants to know the truth and nothing but the truth, yeah. Did he succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Cersei's would make a similar decision.
Yeah, so Cersei beat him to it. Sorry.
The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away.
So he came back to get the message material.
This research is still ongoing.
Right. Could he have taken them for other purpose?
What? There's only one Titan left in the world now. No. No
way.
The Death Titans. To conceive an entity of perfections, one must first understand the principle of creations. If an exile is in Alcamana, then that means...
After Kefali.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. A simple trick. The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have
That's not what he's
harnessed the
asking.
Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you. Much like how the sky above the holy city is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
Dying Titans. It's not Circe, sorry. It's Kefla, yeah.
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
You mustn't conclude that, Inoxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it. Often people know more than they let on.
Right.
They simply choose to feign ignorance because they have no other choice.
Is it?
And they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance.
Right.
We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Rather than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
Oh wow. Okay, now that is ambitious. But you know, it's good to widen your horizons. Although what NXI is doing here is kind of very risky.
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down all my theories and wild ideas, only to burn them to ashes when I open my eyes in the day.
This Empedosos is like scared too, you know?
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch, even the tree itself.
Right.
But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot even be proven in the first place.
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
Yeah, okay.
You're right. I shall do just that. In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve.
Although, I don't think he did. Or maybe he got executed.
Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
Yeah.
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom.
Right.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus. Alas, I am a human, standing tall on 2 feet, possessing both intellect and pride.
Right. So, agree or disagree, he's gonna do it. So, let's see it through. Let's see what he does now.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa. They call me a blasphemer, Circes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just, as I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
Right.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more?
Right.
The source of life is what I wish to grasp, to understand what makes up the soul, and to learn what we really are.
It's a pursuit, but again, what he's doing here is kind of risky. You don't know what's gonna happen, if it's worth it, and I know things. It's a very huge risk.
Thanks to you,
Yeah.
I've had the chance to personally verify,
Right.
in more ways than one,
Okay.
that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning.
Right.
How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
Right.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
All right. Hypothesis. Yeah.
I have already
Oh,
drawn
conclusion.
a conclusion.
Okay.
In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Ah, yeah.
Professor Anaxa.
Oh. Oh.
I'm here. Her life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Right.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end, and give you the answer you so desire. However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
Okay.
As you wish.
Don't you
agree.
care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and her survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
Castorice.
There is no need for me to think twice.
Wow, he took on the prize even though she wants to.
See. In that case, let the show begin.
Let's go.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive trap all this time.
Oh.
As unrelated as
Okay.
these two propositions may seem at first glance,
Okay.
they are in fact logical equivalents.
Okay.
They are merely two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core. The reason I say this is, as I've mentioned earlier,
Okay.
the answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Right.
That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
Yeah.
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Right.
Of course you would remember, because that wasn't you. That was Calypso, one of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Okay.
Calypso?
Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl.
Oh yeah. That was the name she used,
How
right?
do
Yeah.
you know of it? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past like the back of your hand?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul.
Yeah, okay. So it's like a merging of
Use your
souls.
head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step foot into that world. So who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is. The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air.
Yeah, so they took on the Titans,
no different from humans, because they all evolved from one.
Yeah.
Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to
Castorice is still on a
grasping
mission.
Danica's whereabouts.
How can we get to the point of
How are we
finding
to
the
find
Death
them?
Titans?
I knew you would say that.
Okay.
But it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
Right.
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods.
Yeah, but you can merge the soul.
But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me.
Yep, he's gonna do it.
If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple.
Although, is it there? That's the question. Oh, is he gonna do something? Okay. In the meantime...
I have news from Hyacinth and Dan Hung.
Right.
Alexa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Right.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
Apparently so.
That is not possible.
Right.
He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally.
I'm glad we
Anaxa's
used this,
ambitious desires will be something we can exploit.
Right.
What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kynus is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans.
Okay, now it's
In
Kynus.
Akima's political center,
Right.
the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis.
Okay.
Someday, after my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods. Become the next challenge you ought to overcome.
Oh.
Till then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
Right. We'll be waiting for you, swingers. Come to us anytime you need something, right? Okay, looks like we're playing Aglia.
Preposterous! The Christosaires only have their standing because of the Council of Elders.
Right.
How dare they trample over it?
Whoa, these people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Oh, Kratos! Hello, or lack of offers.
What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
It has indeed been some time, Lord Kratos. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh, keep it down.
Oh.
Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for Kynus. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad. So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
Thunderclaps? It would be hard not to notice thunderclaps in broader lights. No, I'm a heavy sleeper.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord.
Oh.
He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Oh, might is communicating, okay.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill her back at the
Oh dear,
Chronos
Mighty
Arena.
is trying to hold back against this Flame Reaver.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you plan to take that thing down in a battle, reach out to me anytime.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Right.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusually active lately.
Thanks to NX, he's
Those
been working hard.
lackeys she keeps undercover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the council.
Right, pulling out all the strings against Aglia.
That's...
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord
Right,
Kratos.
that's Aglia, by the way. Yeah, it's definitely Aglia, by the way. Return to the
carefully into Lantern above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Right.
Aglaya, what happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads.
Right.
In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites.
Right.
No longer capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Is he training Finan? Oh, maybe.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council
Right.
of Elders to fool many than just fool one person.
Right, okay.
Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances.
Right, yeah, it's a different form of
There
battlefield.
is no
Yeah,
glory in winning this debate.
Right.
But that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
Also, I strongly believe Aglia is trying to push Finan to be a leadership role, you know, training
I
Finan.
appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Yeah, let's go. Right, someone's confident.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus.
Right.
Let me take over and personally close this debate for today.
Right.
Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times
Right.
portrayed in lyrical poems.
Oh, he knows. She knows how to talk, by the way.
Amphorius was
Right.
home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while
Right.
gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans.
Uh-huh.
Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city,
Right.
where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat with no way out of this plight.
Okay.
We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past?
Emphasis on
Make your
the
choice.
prosperous, by the way.
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
No hesitation. If it's possible, I stand by Era Nova. If it's possible to bring Era Nova back. Okay. Era Nova is a path of salvation the God promised. We should have no doubts in the flame chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Yeah.
Let the three titans of calamity be born, and Erechrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those titans, and Erechrysia will descend upon us again.
Okay. Oh.
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have
right,
on
that's...
out. Anaxagoras, one of the grove's 7 sages. And Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you that Erechrysia will exist once more.
Right. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're gonna lose this.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in that group. All the more proof that Aglaia isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Erechrysia.
Ah dear.
Erechrysia! Erechrysia!
Yeah.
Castorice? Why are you standing over there?
Hang on.
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaia. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do?
Right, okay.
Tell me, dear citizens.
Okay.
If we successfully retreat and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
Okay.
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death.
That's the plan?
And bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
Right, that's your plan. Yeah, that is downright heretical, but yeah, the council's gonna be.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders.
Okay.
Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions.
Okay.
Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
But this place will be kind of planned with its targets. Isn't this just a survivorship virus?
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that flame reaver, right?
So you say. Okay, NXI is poisoning her. She is definitely under her control. His control, by the way.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now?
Yeah, though he's winning the argument, by the way.
Legendary Erechrysia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the flame chase journey will have to end.
Okay. Uh-oh.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Yep.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaia, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed.
Okay.
For Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
Okay. Right, how though?
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorice brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders.
Okay, I'm curious now, right?
Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Erechrysia will return to our world once again.
Right. And done, yep.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kefali and Talent above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Okay.
Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this citizens' assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the flame chase.
There goes Aglia's
This
book.
resolution shall be put up on the wall of heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Right.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Ooh, it's actually gonna take action.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Right. Luggers announced the conclusion of the debates and the attendees parts way. Okay. What's going on? Yeah. Is Castorice's idea is like stop the death?
It seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I
have a feeling Castorice wants to stop the death by killing death, thinking that you're gonna send lifeline.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
Okay. What happened when you went to look for Anaxa?
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
Okay.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Okay.
The answer was hidden in my
now repeating this again. Right.
Anaxa, you...
Yes.
I'm gonna skip a bit.
Living dead man now, but that's not important.
Conversation between heroes. Oh. Okay, now we're playing Castorice.
Have you heard of this tale before?
Okay.
A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
Okay.
It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze.
That must be the dragon, is it?
Peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen.
Okay.
Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart.
Okay.
It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter.
This is the story of the Styx city that was destroyed, yeah.
Tyrant king.
Okay.
The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones.
Okay.
Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
Wait, no, it's not Anaxa.
The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
I'm feeling this dragon might be death itself.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. Terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well.
Yeah. Until?
Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
There goes the story.
Oh my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Alexia.
She's on a wheelchair. Oh.
So, according to your story, this is how I used to look?
Okay.
It's practically a mirror image.
Yeah.
And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Okay.
My goodness, is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Apparently. He is called a performer, mind you.
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Okay.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
Okay.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
I mean, yeah. Let's just say some stories you add stuff. You know, people add stuff to stories sometimes. Yeah.
Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Is she Castorice? Like, does Castorice has a sister? Oh, maybe she does.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
Also, look at her. Oh wow, she's so like crack and everything.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange.
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
Equivalent exchange.
What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
True.
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
Okay.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Okay. Hey Styler, welcome to stream. This game's slowly becoming like Honkai. Is Honkai very good, you know, kind of long-ish as well, the story?
Of course. What is your question?
Do you mean the story, I guess? Yeah.
If I imparted my
I don't know about
knowledge
Honkai, but
art of alchemy to you.
Oh, imparted knowledge. Ah, my beloved Alexia. Is this Elysia? I heard a lot of tales of this Honkai to the bed of this so-called Elysia.
Would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What?
Oh, what if Castorice has assistants, but she gave it to someone?
What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that.
Interesting.
That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually.
Okay.
My time is finally here.
Okay. Looks like this fate is bound to be happen the second time.
Because of my firm belief, the
Did something happen to
value of
Elysia?
life,
I assume Elysia sacrificed herself or something like that.
I am unable to complete the trial.
My firm belief is in the measure of life.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
Oh, it must be Castorice.
It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life.
And she chooses to sacrifice for her sisters.
I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins.
They were
For
twins.
this exact purpose.
Okay.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
Okay.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same.
So her sister lost her memories or
How
something?
absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this
Also,
trial to the end,
look at that.
there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
Notice all this. It's like about to feel everything except for one. So the flank journey was nearly at the end, but then they replaced the current flank journey.
Fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
So it's like a time loop, or maybe it's not a time loop, but a long history, you know.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar.
Yeah.
But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius' history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself?
Right.
I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Right.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
That's the Titanus, right?
Regarding this matter,
Okay.
Naias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Right.
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged.
Right, the same issue as well. Yeah.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Oh.
Yes. This is the safest course of action.
Oh, that's splitting on the souls part, yeah.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason.
Right.
You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady
Alright,
Calypso,
so more or less we know what's happened to the story.
soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it.
Okay.
Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
Okay.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Okay.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Naias.
Yep.
As the embodiment of Mikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Yep.
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity.
And how come there's no records? No people to, you know...
If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Right.
Polixia. Is the previous form of Thanatos?
Yeah, okay.
But her appearance...
Yeah, it looks like
if
yours.
This is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
Right.
But before that, We first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anias.
Right. Okay. So POV switch. Oh, do we get to use her? Yay! Let's go.
Lady Treeby, please stay close.
Alright, let's go.
Nikador's courage is a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle.
Right.
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos even today.
M11.
It didn't occur to me that they were actually part of an alchemical formula.
Okay, how about this? Okay, this is the main one.
Courage. Tenacity. Sacrifice.
Right.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Right.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
Okay.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths.
Right.
But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Right.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
He did split his soul.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing.
Right.
This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair.
Right.
I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Peace, yeah.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process.
Interesting. So maybe after they change the world, they like shift the memories or something. Yeah, okay.
I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Okay.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine.
Are you gonna get a story?
The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant.
Okay.
I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell.
Classic PTSD syndrome stuff, yeah.
It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone.
Oh.
It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road.
Oh.
Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
Okay.
To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss? Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Hang on, I know that philosopher. There was a philosopher who was like this. What's his name again?
Are you
In
trying to
Athens before,
say
yeah.
that there is no difference between living and dying?
Okay.
For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
In a way, yeah,
That's
I guess.
exactly what life is. And death is. But a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
Okay.
Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
She's trying to, you know.
Right? Telling me about the majesty of the world.
What do you know?
Indeed.
What do you know?
I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival.
In Valhalla, or I guess in their world version of Valhalla, right?
Comes, let us drink and be merry then.
What do you know? The goddess tribe saying, let's be merry, you know?
I knew this day would eventually come.
Oh, is it her turn?
Are the both of you ready?
Mm-hmm. Polixia.
It's Cass.
I'm here.
It's her.
What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Oh, she was. I knew it was her sister, yeah. I mean, it has kind of similar to...
sister?
Yep.
Is it... me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid?
Probably, yeah.
What are you afraid of?
That I won't be able to do it.
So I assume the child is like one death for equivalent exchange, yeah?
And through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn with the dead flame.
Okay.
As foretold in the prophecy and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
Wasted your
You're
life?
wrong, Polixia.
Eh?
I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked.
Maybe it's not Castorice. Maybe it's a previous incarnations of Castorice? Okay.
It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers.
Okay.
One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've
different from the one in
experienced will
Castorice.
dissipate.
Yeah. I don't think she might not be the
Instead,
Castorice.
They'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Well then, tell me, what exactly are we?
Okay. Pardon me.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world,
okay.
Ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia.
Right.
It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
Prophesized new world. Okay. I don't think she did it, you know. Oh, I hear it.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you,
okay,
would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
She did.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it
she used it
hesitation.
and revise, you know, Castorice.
Even now, my answer remains the same.
Right.
This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesized new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
Oh.
I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life.
Oh, no wonder why he causes death everywhere.
Respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight.
Just like the story of things here, where the queen revives her daughter, and her daughter becomes like a new dragon. What she's doing is basically the same, except, you know, her sisters without her memories and everything. But whatever she touches dies, you know?
Remember.
Right.
Do not look back on the land of the dead. And do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life.
Right.
As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Yep.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body.
I never fused with Kapla, okay.
Being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough.
Right.
I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one.
Yeah, that's just
until
what
they
happened so far.
eventually
Based on
became
the
the
story so far.
pantheon of the new world.
And then they slowly forgot about their mortal lives
Just
and everything.
like the
right?
flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
Right.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new Titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
Okay.
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
Okay.
This is utterly unbelievable.
I mean, we all saw it, so yeah.
Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
It doesn't say where they
Are their whereabouts truly unknown?
Okay.
Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy and the tale
That
of the
place?
dragon.
Do we know how to get there?
In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
Do we know where though?
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place.
Right.
As in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Right.
Take this.
Oh.
This is...
What's
The
that?
Neusporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation.
It's only giving us a philosopher's stone. Oh my god, this is Full Metal Alchemist over again.
Remember?
Right.
I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension.
Right.
This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the The truths of the world have been refined from the impurities.
Okay.
Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
Right.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Okay.
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
Okay.
However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
Right.
Actions speak louder than words, Castorice. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away.
Right.
But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
Sure. What is it? Whatever. Okay.
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
World imprint. Ah, you took the Kepler's memories.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step.
Right.
Go. Do not disappoint me.
Okay.
I understand.
And we go then.
Hey, child of humanity.
Okay.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me.
Okay.
As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
Alright.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart?
Yep.
If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to
Wow.
me.
Okay. He's using age
When
and
I was
many
a
body parts
teenager,
to
I
use,
lost
you know.
my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process.
Yeah, he is just using whatever body parts he's
Now
having.
I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
Yeah.
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Wow, he really wanted to tear himself piece by
Can
piece.
someone
Yeah.
who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
Okay.
No, it's just the opposite.
Okay.
If my hypothesis is correct,
okay,
it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd
Now that is
world
arrogance.
that you all have created.
Right. Right. So back here, currently, right.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Okay. That's why she
Lady
decided.
Playa, please, let me explain.
Right.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova.
Okay.
Which is why both you and Kainis desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly.
Okay.
Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kainis. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful,
I feel like it's not gonna be. It's gonna pause the trial.
Akama
No.
can enjoy everlasting peace.
Right.
But I know this runs counter to your wishes.
Right.
So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated.
Yeah, it's not end
Even
of
with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains.
Yeah, the Black Tide seems to be ever growing and those things. Right.
It's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin
Yeah, that's
negotiations
true. We gotta get it back
over
first. Yeah.
The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, Someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Oh, she's still thinking about us.
Well
Oh,
said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation.
right.
A world without death. Do you desire that too?
I have a feeling she wants to. Yeah. Yeah.
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it.
I don't think you
And
will.
protect what I aspire to achieve.
Right.
Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
That is true. You change. I'm sure to say offer smiles. I'm sure to say offer smile. Put on a smile, I
I
guess.
have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts.
Okay, so she never quite talked to them about her thoughts, but you know what? It's the first step, you know?
Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor.
Hey.
I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death.
Okay.
I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castorice and meet the god of death
11:40
himself.
already. Do I want to continue or do I want to end it for tonight?
Castorice, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Alright.
Thank you, Lady Aglaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the River of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treby is probably...
The answer is quite simple.
Oh.
In the myths,
Okay.
Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault.
Ah.
That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased.
I gotta look for Cypher.
And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same.
Didn't guess who?
I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow.
Oh.
Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Alright. That will be the plan. Thomas Day is finally coming in. Everyone disperse and each last in their own thought. Yeah, that was a long one. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here for tonight. 7 tells a mysterious tale within 6 unanswered. Head to the books and write it down. I will end it here for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm thinking I'm gonna do another round of honkaistarrail. Oh, your son's eyelashes are fluttering. That's a look of someone lost in thought. Mim. That's cheating. How did you suddenly start copying me? But it's not easy. It's no easy feat to truly master her fairy tongue. You have to stay close together to really get the hang of it. But for now, let's open the new chapters. I want to share a new tales with you. We have a few pieces, by the way. And let's write it down. Oh, more tales. Nice. I'll read them later, mind you. Ammo for Treby. Yeah, and another for... Actually, okay. I have not read them, by the way. I should go and read them. This one's for Ugly. Eggy, yeah. Yeah, oh, nice. Ooh. Okay, I'll end it here for now. It's late. Oh, these stories are really old. But I haven't had enough of them yet. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to answer the important question. Your son, how old are you? Newborn, as old as the world. I forgot, doesn't matter. No way. How have I guessed? You're way too mature for your age. And wait, why am I still so tiny then? I'm sorry, Mim. Some people are just born to be small. I'm so happy that the moment I step into this world, I met you, your son. This way, every moment of my life will be recorded by you, your son. If you ever write a book about me, you'll be a thick one. Why is there for us to talk about if I know everything? There's no way I could remember everything. That would make me even happier. It means there's so many moments worth treasuring that you can't keep track of them all. Oh, that is true, that is true. Positivity, guys. Yeah. Okay, I'll end it here. Now, before I end, shall we do the poos? Okay, I have around 140 poos. No, not that one. 144 poos. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll pick Lucha here as well. Or do I want to wait first? Should we get Lucha first? You know what? Since he's the only characters I do not have yet, by the way. Yeah, let's pick her. Let's pick him. Yay. An excellent, excellent character killer to go along with my Galaga. You know, since they can share jobs and all things. Yeah. All right, let's start pulling. 140, 160. That's another 16 pulls here. All right, let's see how much we need to, how much until we pull for her. Yeah. All right, first 10 pulls. Come on early, Castorice. Come on early. That is nothing, right? Oh, nothing here. Okay. Queen of Fun. 10 pulls there. 20. I have 0 PT, by the way, guys. 0 PT. So yeah, we're going in with nothing. Okay, that's 20. 30 pulls. Oh, nothing there. 30 pulls. Yeah, I have more or less all the 4 stars already. So now number 40. Okay, not number 40, still nothing. 50 pulls, right. Nope. This is number 50, so 40 more until the 50-50. 60 pull. Come on. Okay. 60th. Ooh, I got some light cons. I think that one was not too bad one. That one was a thirsty one, I remember that. Anyway, 70th pull. Oh wow, okay, we're about to go to the 50. You know, the 50-50 gamble, 50-50 coin flip amount. That's the 80th pull. Oh, yeah, alright. Alright, let's see if we win the 50-50. Come on. Okay. No! Uncle Wells, I like you, but okay. Let's see if we get double 5 stars here. Okay. We lost the 50-50 coin flips. Let's see. I'm going to fun. Alex. Okay. Any more? Aw. No, I lost the 50-50 pool. Okay, that's fine. We still have our next guarantee. Although I don't think we don't have the full. Actually, no, we do have 80, and then we have another 10 here. You know. Yeah, 27s. So yeah, we're at least guarantee her. Yeah. Right. Now the question is, how much more do we get her? So starting again, 10. This is not the one. 20. No. 30. Oh. Man. Oh, okay, she's not coming home early. She's not coming home early. 40. Unlike the other pools on which character was it again? I think it was Trigger, right? Yeah. Well, I think I lost my 50-50, but I got her in 20 pools. Anyway, this is number 50, right? Okay, 50 no, 60. Oh wow, okay, she's not coming home earlier. Oh wow, I'm about to go up to, all the way up to, okay, this is number 7 tier pool. Still nothing, oh my god, oh wow, I really reached the PT amount. Number 80th. Okay, now I get it. Number 80th. It took me 160 pools. Oh. Oh, okay. Looks like we're gonna be empty for a while. There we go. We finally got her. It took 160 pools though, so yeah. Yeah. Wait, is it 160 pools? 160 pools. So we got her. Nice, nice. Any more things? No, yeah, only just her apparently. Yep. So yeah. Ta-da! We are now officially empty. Well, technically we still have this, so another 33 pools here. Yeah. But still, it costs us quite a bit, I knew. Oh, luck was not with us tonight, but you know what? That's fine, that's fine. Worth it, worth it. Especially since Castorice also has a dragon. That, and she looks cute here, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, she looks cute. Also, she comes with a dragon, so yeah. You know, I have a feeling this might be Death itself. You know, the Death Titans. Anyway, I'll end it here for tonight. Oh, it's that late already. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm thinking I'll do another stream for honkaistarrail. We'll continue on the Trailblaze quest lines. And then after that, we can also do, you know, do the story events. Like this railroad thingy. Not sure what this is. Is it like the last year's one? Last year's one, I think it was like a, you know, the like the monotone, a board game with it. Yeah. Anyway, I'll end it here for tonight. Oh my god, I haven't done this yet. But that's fine. Anyway, that's all for tonight, you guys. If you guys like the stream, I'll give it a like. Help subscribe to our channel. They're having lots. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for the next Trailblaze mission, guys. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night. Oh.